Have you ever wondered how habits shape our lives? Interestingly, Pulitzer Prize-winning author Charles Duhigg has delved deep into this in his book, The Power of Habit. He takes us on a journey through the fascinating science behind habits and shows us how they weave their way into the fabric of our everyday lives. Imagine, if you will, a three-step loop. This loop, according to Duhigg, is the key to understanding habits. It begins with a cue, something that triggers a particular behavior. This could be anything from a time of day, a certain location, or an emotional state. This cue then leads us into a routine, which is the behavior itself. Perhaps it's a morning jog, a daily coffee, or a nightly scroll through social media. Finally, the loop is completed with a reward, a positive reinforcement that tells our brain, yes, this behavior is worth remembering. Now, this loop of habit isn't just a fascinating theory, it's a potent tool for understanding and changing our habits. By identifying the cue that triggers a routine, we can begin to unravel the threads of our habits and weave new ones. For example, if we notice that we tend to snack when we're bored, we can replace snacking with a healthier behavior like taking a short walk or reading a book, but it's not always easy, is it? Habits are stubborn things, and they don't like to change. However, by understanding the science behind them, we can begin to take control. We can start to shape our habits rather than letting them shape us. The loop of habit is a powerful tool in our lives, and understanding it is the first step in mastering our habits. But what role does willpower play in our habits? This is a question that Charles Duhigg addresses in his book, The Power of Habit. According to Duhigg, willpower is the key that unlocks the door to change. It's the engine that drives the transformation of our habits. Duhigg explains that willpower is like the pilot light of our behavior. It's the force that initiates action and keeps us going when the going gets tough. When we exercise our willpower, we're essentially steering the ship of our habits. We're deciding what course to chart, what actions to take, and ultimately, what kind of people we want to become. But how do we strengthen our willpower? Duhigg suggests that just like any other muscle, willpower can be strengthened through regular exercise. That could mean resisting the urge to indulge in that extra slice of pizza, or choosing to wake up early even when the bed feels oh so comfortable. It's in these small, everyday decisions that we flex our willpower muscle, and over time, it grows stronger. Duhigg also emphasizes the importance of creating willpower routines. These are practices that we incorporate into our daily lives to keep our willpower in tip-top shape. For example, setting clear goals and developing a plan to achieve them can be a powerful willpower routine. It provides a structure that guides our actions and helps us stay focused on our desired path. So, whether you're trying to kick a bad habit or start a new one, remember this: your willpower is a powerful ally. It's the force that can help you break free from the chains of old habits and chart a new course towards better ones. Remember, willpower is like a muscle. The more we use it, the stronger it gets. So how can we harness the power of habit to improve our lives? Understanding the science of habits and strengthening our willpower can indeed lead to significant changes. The power of habit is not just a concept, but a transformative tool. It's like a lever which, when pulled right, can move our lives in the direction we desire. Consider some of the personal stories Charles Duhigg shares in his book. There's the story of a woman who quit smoking and ran a marathon within a year. She was not a superhuman. She was someone like you or me, but she understood the habit loop, the cue, routine, and reward, and used it to her advantage. Then there's the story of a man who transformed his entire organization by focusing on one keystone habit. He didn't try to change everything at once, but focused on one critical habit, which dominoed into a cascade of positive changes across the company. These stories are not outliers. They are examples of what's possible when we recognize the power of our habits. We all have this power. It's about understanding the cue that triggers the routine and then reaping the reward. It's about replacing bad habits with good ones and reinforcing them until they become second nature. But remember, understanding is just the first step. The real magic happens when we apply this understanding to our lives and start making conscious choices about the habits we form. Habits are powerful, but we are more powerful. We have the ability to shape our habits, and in turn, they shape us. As Charles Duhigg shows us, understanding and harnessing the power of habits can truly transform our lives. Let's review what we've learned today. We delved into the fascinating science of habits, discovering the three-step loop: cue, routine, and reward. This pattern governs much of our behavior. We also explored the pivotal role of willpower. It's not just about resisting temptation, but about directing our actions towards meaningful change. And finally, we grasped the transformative power of understanding and controlling our habits. This knowledge is more than just interesting. It's a tool for personal growth. Remember, the power to change our habits is in our hands. It's time to harness it.